Good morning and Merry Christmas Eve. So I am filming this today on Christmas Eve 2023, and I just wanted to, before I gifted my Christmas presents to my family, do a quick video showing the Christmas gifts that I made, cross stitch, and also I subscribed to the Night Stalkers Calling Advent box, and so I wanted to show the thread that I got in that, and then also the Under the Sea Fabrics Christmas mystery box. So this is just a Christmas gifting type video, and I hope you enjoy it. And of course, here's my Sally. Here's my Jack. Oh, Jack is getting heavy. They had to come and oversee. All right, so first off, this is the first year that I made full Christmas cross-stitch gifts for my family. So we are 5 girls, so I have 4 sisters plus my mother and my mother-in-law, and then I ended up making a gift for a friend at work. So it was a lot. I actually had intended to make gifts last year and bought all the fabric and supplies, and I started, I think, in like mid-November, thinking that a month and a half would be enough, and quickly realized that that was not going to work, so I just gave up on that. I might try again next year and just start a lot earlier. But this year I was definitely overambitious and picked out patterns for every single person. I just finished last night, and my family celebrates Christmas on Christmas Eve. So I finished last night. They're going to be given this afternoon, so I barely finished in time. I think next year, I love my family, but definitely it's going to be much smaller. Yeah. So anyway, this is what I have. Oh, so anyway, the whole point of that was that I really only got to work on one Christmas thing for myself, because and I think I started in like September, October with some of these. So the only one that I did myself was this, Jack, I'll pet you later, okay? Was this Quirky Quaker stocking by Darling and Whimsy. Super cute. Oh, I wanted to say I did my nails. So one is Candy Apple Red and one is Pine Needle Green. I think the Pine Needle is from Paramount Dips on Etsy, and I think the Candy Apple is from CN Designs. I'll put the links down below. I just searched for it to try to find the link for the Candy Apple, and I couldn't find it. The shape is a little messy, but since I'm going to be taking them off tomorrow after Christmas, I didn't care that much. So anyway, so this is the original pattern for the Quirky Quaker stocking. And so of course I changed the date to 2023. I also used for the border from Pirate and Robin, I can't remember what the color was, but it was a red, green, and white. And then I changed the outer snowflakes to a silver from Rainbow Gallery. And the red on the stocking is Night Stalkers Calling Beware the Mothman, or Mothman's Eyes, something like that. That came in the Under the Sea Fabric Spooky box. And so yeah, I think it turned out really cute, and it's on just Vintage Country Mocha, and it's just on a 25 count Vintage Country Mocha from Swigart. Yeah, so that's the only thing that I made for myself this Christmas season. All right. So moving on to the gifts that I made for other people. So the first one is for my sister Amanda, and of course I'm not going to post this until after I give these gifts to them. So I know that if you've watched my other videos, you've seen it. So this is Quirky Quaker Ladybug from Darling and Whimsy, and the biggest thing that I did was change the border to green, and this is on 14 count beige Ada. And I think it turned out really good. I like it a lot. The reason that I picked out this for her was because we both lived in the same dorm in college called Littlefield, and they were the Littlefield ladies, so I thought that this would be cute. All right, so the next one is for my sister Joanna, and it is on a 28 count antique white from Zweigart. It is Cleopatra, and it is from Bendy Stitchy. And so I'm gonna insert the original. I worked on this for quite a long time, and ended up just cutting quite a bit of the pattern because it was becoming quite large, and I was kind of trying to keep everything a little bit even between everyone, you know, trying to keep things fair between the sisters or whatever. So everybody's are about similar. They're about 700 to 1,000 stitches, 700 to 900 stitches. And then my mother and my mother-in-law's are more like 1,300. So anyway, my sister, I had actually picked out something different, and I'll insert that over here because she loves cats. And I might make that some other time, but then when I was at the Tinsmith's Wife shopping one time this summer, I saw this, and my sister loves cats. She loves Egypt, everything about Egyptology, and so I saw this and I just had to switch to it because it's perfect. So all right, so the next one is for my sister Katie, and she loves squirrels. So this is called Squirrel Quaker 2 by Needle Treasures Nook on Etsy, and it's on 30 count Weeks Dyeworks in the color linen. I think I did this with the called for threads, or I pulled from Stash and pulled something pretty similar. Actually, maybe the green is actually spinach from Weeks Dyeworks, just to give it a little bit of variegation. Yeah, that sounds right. So I think I originally was looking at the Quirky Quaker squirrel, and then I came across this one, and I just loved that border. I thought it was so pretty. So yeah, I think she's gonna love it. She loves squirrels, so. All right, and then the last one for my sisters is this Shiba Inu, and it is from La Selva Design on Etsy, and it's on a 28 count antique white Lugana in all the called for. I might have switched out a couple colors, like the pink for the mouth because it had like 4 stitches or something, just to use something I already had, but I tried to stay all the rest with the right colors because I wanted it to look right. And if I have a picture of her puppies, I'll insert it, but this, she's gonna freak out. I'm really excited. So those are all the gifts for my sisters, and then for my mother, I had picked out, I think I had purchased 2 different patterns that were very similar, of churches, and then I ended up just seeing this one and getting this one. So my mother loves 2 things at Christmas. She loves nativities and she loves angels, and her house is just a trillion angels and nativities everywhere. So when I saw this from Country Cottage Needleworkers, so this is angels, and it says, "Angels we have heard on high." So I actually had to do this twice, or I started it twice. So this is from Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's on 32 count Lugana. The color is Valkyrie from Under the Sea Fabrics. I had initially chosen a white, sparkly white fabric, and then when I started stitching the angels, realized that it was white on white, which I think could be done, but I decided not to. I did add little gold beads there in the flower bouquets, and change the halos to a gold thread instead of just a yellow thread. Other than that, the white, I don't know if you can tell, like the white is a little sparkly, the white thread on the angel dresses. I switched out just the DMC white for a Rainbow Gallery Silk Lame with sparkles in it. Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics helped me pick that out. So I think I actually bought like 3 or 4 packages. So I'm going to use it on several different things. But yeah, I think she will like that. And then for my mother-in-law, I had picked out another pattern that was about baking cookies, because when she lived in Pennsylvania, she used to bake cookies all the time. But then as I started it, I realized that she didn't bake as much as she used to now that she lives here. So I ended up last minute changing to something else. And then, of course, last night she delivered 2 plates of cookies to our house. So, but anyway, I spent the last basically 3 full days working on this. So I ended up picking out this Down Under Santa from Mill Hill, because she likes koalas. I ended up kind of cutting it down so that it's just Santa holding one koala. I just didn't have time to do the full thing. But I think that that koala that's down in the corner, I might just make that koala separately for like Mother's Day or something like that. And then she can kind of like hang them near each other. So that is my plan. And I just finished it with a little bit of white felt on the back. And, well, I mean, I used all the call for because it came in a kit. So that is for my mother-in-law. And then for my husband, I always get my husband like a hippo for Christmas item because, I don't know, it's just kind of like our thing. So on Small Business Saturday, I went to Under the Sea Fabrics, and they had these kits from Canadian Stitchery. And they came with the wood and the thread that you needed, and then the finishing supplies to put the felt on the back and the little thing for the ornament. So yeah, so I got that for him, and we are big into the ugly Christmas sweater things. So yeah, I started and finished this last night. Well, yesterday. Started in the morning, finished in the evening. So I'm excited to give that to him. And then from the same company, but I've lost the little paper, but I mean, this is what it looks like, is a keychain, mushroom keychain for my daughter. And then for my son, I made this. So it is a little pickle from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Winter Kawaii sampler. And then I just put a B for his initial because when we were putting up the tree, he just really likes the pickle, which apparently some people don't know about the tradition where you hide a pickle ornament in the tree, and then whoever finds that ornament gets like a prize or bragging rights or whatever, wins. And this is on a 32 count Lugana in the color Green Tea from Under the Sea Fabrics. Just a little piece of it from their ornament packs that they sell. Little pieces of fabric that are perfect for ornaments. Although I think I have several different counts of that green tea because it's very pretty. And then the last one that I made was for someone at work, and so I'll just insert a picture here. And this came from the Tiny Modernist, the Nutcracker, and I just took pieces of it. So I took the dress of one girl, or like the body of one girl, the hair of another girl because she always wears her hair up, and then the present from another part of the pattern, just because I liked that pattern. And then I chose colors that were meaningful to her, and I put it on, it was on 28 count casual linen, and the color was Midsummer's Night from Under the Sea Fabrics, again from the ornament package of fabrics. So those are all the presents that I made for Christmas this year. And now I'm going to show the the threads that I got from Night Stalkers Calling Advent kit or Advent box that was packaged wonderfully. I meant to film opening them every day and just never got around to it because I was always opening them with my kids. But they came individually packaged and labeled, super cute. And then I also got the Under the Sea mystery box from the Christmas mystery box from Under the Sea Fabrics. So hang on. All right, so now I'm going to show all the threads that I got from the Night Stalkers Calling Advent box. It was so much fun, and I liked showing the kids, and we liked, you know, saying, oh yeah, that name is what we thought it would be. So this is fruitcake. Let's see how best to do this. All right, so here is fruitcake. It has different colors in it, kind of like fruitcake, so that was pretty. Then we have gingerbread, which is actually a nice brown. I don't mind having that. Probably good for fall. And then this is the one that was a little bit confusing. We weren't sure why, but Grinch. So Grinch actually is brown when we all thought it should be green, but yeah, so that is Grinch. All right, then next we've got greens. So this is a Christmas tree. And this one is evergreen. So two very nice greens. I was actually like, oh man, I just bought a whole bunch of their color Jade Run, I think it was, and I was like, oh, maybe I could have used one of those, but that's okay. So then we've got sugar plums, which is a purple, and another purple called Krampus. Very nice purples. And then we've got several blues, which is nice because I love blues. So we've got icicles. Yeah, icicles. And Burberries. And then this is Silent Night, which I really like Silent Night. And Blown Glass, which we were all kind of like, I don't know how that's Christmassy except like for ornaments, but pretty color. And then we've got a couple reds. So we've got poinsettia with different reds, greens, and whites. Very pretty. I probably would have used this for the Quirky Quaker stocking if I had had it at the time. Then this one is cranberries. It's a maroon with some reds. I like that one a lot. And then the last two, candy cane and Cindy Lou Who, which is like a red pink. So yeah, that was really, really fun. Lots of new colors. I gotta make a whole new section in my thread box for Night Stalkers Calling. All right, so then last we have the Retro Christmas mini box from Under the Sea Fabrics. I got it in 32 count Opal Lugana. I had originally ordered it in a linen because that's all that was there on the website when I went to order it. But then when they posted more and they had Lugana, they let me switch. So that was nice. All right, I think I've got like 4 minutes. So it comes with a little letter from them. Sticker. Spotify playlist. And then from Darling and Whimsy, this retro Christmas pattern, which I had hoped to get to this year, but did not. The threads, including more Night Stalkers Calling for the pattern. More of the Stitching Goblin stickers. There is thread conditioner, floss drops, a needle minder, of the little stitching goblin. Little pins with beads on them. I don't know what's in this box. Needles, a Christmas tree, little scissor fob, hot chocolate mix, chocolate and candy canes, and then this is Winter Wonderland. So everything that you need to make that pattern, all the threads, fabric. Yeah, so I didn't get to it this Christmas, but definitely we'll put it at the top of the list for next Christmas. So thanks for watching, and I'll make a video soon about my spring plans.